All right, it's the final edition of the Ice Vegas Invitational Countdown. We're visiting with the Vegas native, one of the two Vegas natives on there, Joey Raats. Joey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on here.
Happy holidays, first of all. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy holidays to you too. New Year.
Nice to be back on the ice, I'm guessing. And you got the first tournament of the holiday season out of the way up in Pittsburgh. So tell me a little bit about how that weekend was.
It was a good time. It was a bad outcome for us, but we went to a Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh won in a shootout 5-4, and then we went to a WWE. It was kind of a different experience. Never been to one of those before, but overall it was a good experience and a good time.
You know, I asked Coach what it was like to be in such a winning culture. I know you guys did practice time at the Penguins facility and stuff, but as a player, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it's cool to see like the Penguins and the Blue Jackets that are practicing there before we practice, and it's cool to see those guys. Everyone in the Pittsburgh community was out there watching those boys skate, and it's a good experience to look up to those guys.
So this week you get to head back home. You get to play at T-Mobile. Give me your thoughts on what it's like going back there.
I mean, it's always a good time to go back to see friends and family, and it'll be fun to play in the T-Mobile Arena. I mean, Vegas is doing so well this year. So
is it more pressure with fans being there that are family?
I wouldn't say there's much pressure at all. I think it's just a fun time for us to go back and be able to play in front of our friends and family, which we never would have been able to if the nights weren't there. So
you get Northern Michigan first. Tell me a little bit about what it's going to be like to face those guys.
It should be good. I have a good buddy on my team that I played with in Sioux Falls. He plays there, and he's a junior as well, so it'll be good to play against him and go back to our roots.
So finish up that tournament, you head into a nice home stretch where you get 3 weekends in a row. How important is that for the success of the overall season for you guys?
We just got to come out hard and really make a statement here.
All right, Joey, good luck this weekend and welcome back to Vegas, right?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, final edition of the Countdown to Vegas, the Ice Vegas Invitational. We've got another Vegas native with us, freshman Dominic Garcia. Dominic, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about your holidays and what it was like to get a little time off and then get a nice tournament under your belt.
It was nice, you know, the 8 days. Some days it felt like you were ready to go back right away, and some days you just want to stay longer. So it was nice to get that rest. It was great to see the family, see all the friends, and then just enjoy the holidays. And then we were fortunate enough to go out to Pittsburgh and go to a game, do a wrestling match, just enjoy the whole experience out there.
What was it like to be able to practice in the facility of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the two-time defending champions in the Stanley Cup?
It was pretty unbelievable. I mean, we're spoiled here just with our locker room and things like that, but to be able to go there and see everything that they earn, really, it's pretty humbling. It's awesome.
Does that help you as a player when you're around a winning culture like that? Does that give you a feeling that maybe you guys are ready to take that next step?
I mean, we definitely want to take that step towards that winning culture for sure. But yeah, it definitely does help. I think so.
So now you got two games back at T-Mobile. Tell me what's going through your head right now as we approach just a couple of days away.
I mean, I really haven't thought too much about it. I know my family's asked for tickets and stuff like that, but I mean, right now we're just going through what we need to out here, so my focus is there. And once we're actually on the plane heading to Vegas, I think that's when I'll really set in, and then when I'm actually at T-Mobile and seeing my family and friends out there.
Did you know when you were coming here and you decided to sign with ASU that you'd be going back there, or was that something that came afterwards?
No, I knew before I decided to come here that we would have games in Vegas, and yeah, so it was, I don't want to say it was a deciding factor, but...
But it didn't hurt?
Yeah, it definitely didn't hurt.
So tell me, growing up as a little kid, did you think you'd be playing collegiate hockey back in your hometown at all?
No, I mean, when I set my goal to play Division I hockey, it wasn't even to play on the West Coast, and here I am. So to be able to go back home and play hockey in front of everyone who kind of just knew I played hockey, it's kind of unbelievable. It's definitely special.
When you were back home over the holidays, I'm sure you got a chance to see some of the success of the Golden Knights and what that's brought to the Vegas community. But give me in your words what it's been like to have a professional team and the success they're having so early.
I mean, it's pretty crazy down there. I mean, especially around the games and stuff like that. I went to one when I was home, and just the support they have is just unbelievable. So I mean, they started the movement, and then now with the other teams coming in, like the Raiders, the WNBA team, like the city's just growing, and it really is Vegas strong.
So tell me a little bit about what you're going to tell your teammates about Vegas if they ask you, what's the culture in Vegas? What's it all about? I mean, we all know about the Strip, but there's so much more to Vegas, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is. It's kind of quiet on the outside. Everyone thinks of Vegas just kind of that busy, booming strip right there with all the casinos, but outside it's kind of like here. You know, it's calm. There's not too much going on that's crazy. It's kind of a good place to just unwind, relax.
What's the one thing that you want to do when you get back there besides take home a championship?
Probably just play well in front of my friends and family. I know they've just been, my parents post a lot about hockey, but hopefully I just don't embarrass them.
Dom, I appreciate your time. We'll see you this weekend in Vegas.
Sounds good. Thank you.